The metro, where we do have some steady snow around the metro. And I want to preface this. This freezing line might be just a few miles off just from some of the reports. It's close, but I know that we've been kind of seeing sleet and maybe some freezing rain from Franklin to Shelbyville to Rushville. That line is going to continue to move south, though. And you'll flip the switch eventually. If you've already transitioned to all snow, you're going to stay there. There's not going to be much going back and forth as temperatures will continue to cool, okay? So if you're in the snow, you're in it for the rest of the day. But that freezing line, there's still some sleet, some ice, Nashville, Columbus, probably around Bloomington as well, Greensburg, maybe around the Connorsville area. Again, this will slowly progress down to the south, kind of like yesterday. It's not a real fast mover here, but it has completely cleared almost most of the metro area. But as I was just mentioning to Kylie and Drew, we're still in the lull, if you will. I mean, I know it's still accumulating. It's significant. It's going to create problems here, so I don't want to throw caution to the wind. But really, the main event of this system is still out to the west. It's now starting to sneak into Illinois, Missouri, and Arkansas. Why? Well, it's tapping into a lot more moisture that's feeding into the Gulf. You have to have a moisture supply here to really start to intensify the snowfall rates. We'll get there here, I think, probably over the next 3 to 4 hours or so, which would put us right in the heart or the end of the morning drive. Winter storm warnings remain in effect pretty much statewide. We have trimmed some of our northwestern counties, South Bend included in that, Gary as well. You already got most of your snow. You could see another inch, 2, maybe 3 inches of snow. But the significant snow for you is pretty much done. Everybody else, though, under the gun here. High accumulation rates. The timing is awful because the morning drive and the evening drive are going to be in jeopardy of being really, really bad. Wind is going to be an elevated issue as well, especially this afternoon with wind gusts peaking around 30 to 35, so blowing and drifting will also be an issue. Ice, not a big issue here in the metro area, more so down to the south. Futurecast, as we go hour by hour, I think we pick up the steam here in terms of snowfall rates by around 8 or 9 o'clock this morning, and then that will continue moderate to at times heavy snow through lunchtime and into the mid-afternoon. We'll really start to shut things down probably just after dinner time. This is at 8 o'clock, and most of the snow has now moved to the east. You'll have some flurries from time to time, late night, overnight, maybe to the tune of a half an inch, but really the damage already done at that point. I do think it's going to be dry then as we kick off your Friday morning. The rest of your Friday should be relatively quiet, and eventually we'll see some sunshine. I've only made some minor adjustments here to our snowfall forecast. 8 to 12 still in this area of blue, and some of you, and again, I want to keep this in mind, this is not adding on to what you already have on the ground. This is storm total. The 12 to 15 up north, a lot of you are already there, so you're not going to tack on much more. Some areas, if you get a little bit farther south, Lafayette, Kokomo, you're going to add a little bit more to that with some of the snow that's rolling through. 8 to 12 around the Indy area along I-70. You get just south of I-70, it's 4 to 8. But you're going to throw some sleet and ice into the mix as well. And then 1 to 3 with a lot of freezing rain down along the Ohio River. So it kind of depends on your location. But again, really haven't made any significant adjustments. I think it's still significant snowfall across our area. And again, those wind gusts are going to be difficult here. This is 3 in the afternoon. They're not super high, but near 30 miles per hour is enough to really kind of whip around that snow. And I don't think it's going to be a real heavy wet snow. I don't think it's super powdery either. It's kind of in between, but it's going to be enough wind to kind of blow that around, making for low visibilities, blowing some of that snow back onto the roads. So just be aware of that this afternoon. 24 right now, northeast wind around 16, and chills are into the low teens. Low 20s up north, you got a lot of snow on the ground. Nearing 30 then when you get to around Bloomington and Columbus. But these numbers will tick down as we go throughout the day into the low 20s for us by around 6 o'clock. And again, snow pretty much all day long. We'll wind down the snow then tonight, and then it gets cold. Peterman Brothers Heating and Cooling 8-day forecast. 20 on Friday. Look at the wake-up temperature Saturday morning. 1 degree. 23 then for your high Saturday. 34 on Sunday. May do a little snow melt, but not much. Mid-20s on Monday and low to mid-30s dry heading into Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of next week.
Well, at least we're on tech.